What's going on, everybody?
This link, just in case.
We're still trying to figure out this technical difficulty, but Mike and I are almost solving it. So give us one more minute. We got some juicy stuff coming up for y'all. 1 second. We're just trying to let some other people know because we had to change the link up. It's been quite the adventure. So 1 second. Other people know because we had to change.
Oh.
There we go.
Let me see.
Yeah, so go ahead and just share that link. There you go.
There's no share link. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. Okay. I think it canceled the other one.
Yeah, it probably did.
No, it didn't.
No.
Got it. Okay, we good.
All right, we good. Cool. All right. Let's get rocking and rolling, everybody. Thank you for being patient with us. We're setting up a StreamYard after Mike's hiatus from StreamYard for many, many years. So we're rocking and rolling now. Going live. Hit that share button. Get as many people excited because we are in the full swing of the bull market right now. The bull market is running super duper hard. And we got Mike in the house today. I'm in Mike's house today, actually. Usually you're...
This is your house.
Yeah.
This is Panama.
Well, we're
in a whole nother country right now.
Yep. We just Mike just got into Panama. Mike's thinking of cruising down here for a minute.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Not thinking.
All right.
It's happening.
There you go. You guys are all hearing it for the first time. Mike is coming down here and he's gonna be moving. We're gonna make some magic happen, and especially during this bull market. We got some big action. Listen, we talked about this the other day. I'm not a fan of poly tricksters because they're all going to say whatever they can to keep their power and all that stuff. But what do you think about this whole Trump thing? Trump coming in. I just read today on X that Trump is going to be eliminating capital gains tax on all crypto.
And he's also lifting a lot of the regulations.
Yep.
Making it easier. So listen, people, for one, I don't care who's the president. I don't rely on them to save me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, however, one thing about Trump, and y'all can agree or not, right? And I'm not vouching for him, but when he was in office, people was making a lot of money.
Yeah.
And now when he just got reelected, people's confidence in crypto skyrocketed.
Yep.
Crypto starts soaring. And for those who are diversifying their money into Web3, it's going to be good for you.
Yep.
It's going to be, I'm just telling y'all right now, y'all could be mad about the shit and emotional, or y'all can capitalize off of it and make money. And listen, I'm telling y'all, look, we're up like what, 20% since in what, a week?
Yep. Less than a week.
20%. So let's say if you put in $1,000, right? If you had $1,000 in and you're up an extra what, $200 or $200, you know, that's free money. That's literally free money. And this is what this is about, y'all. So look, some people got to go out there and just hustle, right? Get in the bag. And that's cool. But what about putting your money in places to where the money's doing the hustle? You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. I don't think life is about work.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be work. I think we should work for a set period of time to set ourselves up, but we should enjoy life because we only live once. We got lives that we want to live. We have families. There's so many things, incredible things to see in the world. And it's like, you want to work forever? I don't. I'm ready to stop working already. You feel me? So it's awesome to be able to put your money in places to where it's constantly making money without you having to do anything, right? And I want to say this. I'm going to give Gven the floor, but this is, all right, he's like me in crypto, right? And in managing assets and whatnot. When I'm in the gym, I see people all the time that are consistent. They're showing up to do the things that they're supposed to do, right? Like workout, all of that. However, a lot of times they're not looking any better. Sometimes they're looking worse. And they're there every day. And why is that? There's nothing wrong with them. They just don't know what to do. These people got jobs. This is not their profession. It's my profession. So I know how to get you right. Right? That's what you do. You know how many people start crypto, like start trying to invest in that a third, and they get discouraged. They just fall off. They might lose a little bit of money or whatever. You don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time to learn these things. This is all this man does. Just like me, gym stuff, nutrition, that's all I do. Cryptocurrency trading, creating algorithms, creating software to stay ahead of the curve, to know what's up, to make money. That's what you do. So I'm very fortunate, bro. You my boy. You my guy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, friendship, we're friends, right? We're brothers. Friendship is cool. But when each person has something meaningful they can offer to each other, that's the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here I'm going to hang out while I'm here, but I'm here because we have work to do together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need. We need people in our world that can help enrich our lives, and we can do the same. So listen, I'm going to give him the floor. The man knows his shit. He's like a fucking scientist with this shit, right? He's like Yoda. He's a Jedi. He's Yoda. I'm a young Skywalker, right? I'm learning. But listen to him, man, because he's going to help y'all really make some money. I'm trying to help y'all make money. I've been helping y'all get your minds right, your bodies right, but let's get our wallets right too. And this is the time, y'all. Right now is the time.
Guys, do us a favor while we got you here, and before I start presenting, smash that like button. The algorithm's going to drive more people here. Share this. We ain't joking around right now. All right. Like Mike said, we're not about the politics, all that stuff. What we're about is exploiting a situation that's in our favor right now. And there's a lot of geniuses out there. All of a sudden, everybody's all into Bitcoin. I've been doing this stuff since 2017, been teaching this since 2018. And I've been teaching DeFi, decentralized finance, which we're going to get into here since 2020. So do me a favor. Let's get as many people here, because the more people we have here, the more escape velocity we're going to have from this scam, pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, traditional finance system that does not serve anybody except for the elites. All right. So let's get into let me share my screen here so we can get right into the discussion here, because what we want to do is we want to educate y'all. All right. Well, yes, I do manage crypto assets. For me, education is key, because there are so many scams out there. There are so many people who don't know what they're doing. All right. Or they've been doing it for a year or two, and then their followers or their students or whatever end up getting completely wrecked. All right. So we're going to talk about some things. Even if you know crypto, there's some stuff in here. There's some gems in here for y'all. So before we get started, though, this isn't financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. All right. I've been doing this now, again, since January of 2018. And while I understand this stuff, I have a lot of scars to prove it. All right. I'm not your financial advisor. What I want to do is I want to empower you to become your own financial advisor. That, to me, is the most important thing. Because if you don't understand what you're getting into, if you don't understand what you're investing in, the probability of you getting wrecked or losing money goes skyrocketing through the roof. So I want to make that abundantly clear. Now, one thing that I want everybody also to understand is what my purpose and goal is. It's very important, all right? Because a lot of people, they get on here, they don't share what their purpose and goal is. Mike said, like tonight, we're talking about crypto with Mike. We're talking about multiple things. Tomorrow, he's going to probably kick my ass in the gym, all right? So I'm gonna get that six-pack going a lot faster than I thought I was with Mike. But here's the thing. I always want people to know what my purpose and goal is so that you understand what you're getting into. And my purpose and goal is to make as much money for people in the quickest amount of time. Not a get-rich-quick scheme, a legitimate investment plan. That's super important, all right? Because a lot of people, what they do is they get into crypto, and they may get lucky, but how do you know when to get in, when to get out? A lot of people, they'll come in, oh my gosh, I have $500,000, more than I've literally bumped into a guy on an airplane one time. He says, oh, I bought Dogecoin at X and it's worth 500,000. I only put in $2,000. And then I did the math a few years later when the bear market came, when the market went down, and I was like, that guy was probably no better off than when he bought Dogecoin at the beginning. All right. So he gave it all back to the market because, of tribalism in crypto, which does not work. All right. I am not a tribalist when it comes to this sort of stuff. So let's move on to why you're here. All right. So maybe you're here to learn how to trade crypto, to create income through your computer, to learn to become wealthy through crypto, learn how to protect and grow your money through crypto. And we're going to cover a lot of this today. All right. Now, today's plan is we're going to talk about the reality behind trading, because a lot of people don't realize they get into trading and they think it's going to be clear skies. All right. They think that they have some guy on a screen that's going to tell them how to draw a couple of squiggly lines and they're just going to kick some ass. That couldn't be further from the truth. And I brought some receipts about that. All right. We're going to talk about the future of crypto. We're going to talk about crypto basics and how you can successfully trade crypto. And finally, I want you all to stay till the end because I saved this to the last part of the presentation. Literally, the last slide here is our hottest new trading strategy that we're going to be launching within the next 30 to 45 days. All right. So stay till the end. You're not going to be disappointed. I think everybody is going to be really excited about what we've got going on here. Now, let's talk about the reality of trading. Okay. The reality is there's a lot of risk. It's time consuming. You need skill for sure. You need experience and you need a plan. All right. Now, what do you need to know before trading crypto? Let's talk about some really, really harsh things because, again, a lot of people get in hot and heavy. Maybe you've tried getting into crypto and it didn't work out for you. You got scammed. You got into some rug pull or whatever. You got into a crypto too late and then you got completely annihilated. All right. And by the way, I've experienced all of those. All right. I call my portfolio the Jesus Christ of portfolios. It's died and risen more times than I can count, and it died for your sins. All right. So that's like the bottom line.
That's dope. That's good. That's good.
So now let's talk about a few statistics here. 80% of day traders quit within the first 2 years. 80%. All right. And usually what ends up happening is the volatility of crypto knocks out the majority of these traders because crypto can swing so wildly. It can go up 10, 20% in one day or down 10 and 20%. Today, there's certain cryptos that we're obviously holding on to right now that are down 7, 8, 9%. Okay. But you got to know when to rip, that cord, when you got to rip out the parachute or when to stay in, right? When is it like, okay, is this a healthy retracement or is this the real deal? Okay. So a lot of people also get very emotional when getting into crypto and their emotions run very high and very low. For me, it's something I work on is keeping an even keel. So when things are going really, really well, I have a lot of people and they're like, oh my gosh, aren't you excited? And I'm like, no, I run a little nervous at all times. I run a little nervous at all times. And that's who you want behind the wheel because my head's on a swivel. I don't sit here and I'm like, oh yeah, things are fantastic. They're great. Yeah. Does it feel good when the market's going up? You bet your ass. But I don't want to have the flip side of the reaction, which can be very depressing. And I've gone through it. All right. And this is what a lot of day traders and investors go through. And also many traders lack a plan, okay, to handle these emotional swings and increasing losses. That's a big deal. You have to have a plan when it comes to, your losses because you will experience losses. There's something that we call drawdown, okay? I experience drawdown all the time. It just means that your crypto skyrockets and then may retrace a bit, okay? But What is your plan? That is the biggest thing. A lot of traders don't know what that is. Okay. A lot of traders and investors have limited knowledge and experience. 95% of retail traders lose money in the market. And they also have a huge knowledge gap. Beginners often lack technical analysis skills, risk management strategies, and understanding of the market cycles. And this is everything when it comes to this. See, a lot of people, they'll come in, and I'm sure you've experienced this before, Mike. Like, a lot of people will come into crypto and they're like, yeah, I mean, have you heard what Dogecoin is building right now? Or have you heard what Polkadot is building right now? And then they hold on to that crypto and they hold on to it for way too long. They don't look at the technicals on it, which there is some fundamental analysis that you should look into. Fundamental meaning, what are they building? What are they doing? What's the exciting stuff in the crypto? Who's using it? That's all great. But you also need to understand that the market can turn against you no matter if the fundamentals are good or not. Okay. And experience matters. All right. You've got it. Sometimes I have a spidey sense because of my experience. All right. It's just like Mike may get up on some big weight, right? And there may be some time where you're like, oh shoot, this doesn't feel good. I got to put this down. Right. I don't know. Give me an example.
I never feel like that.
All right.
I never feel like that. I go hard at all times.
Yeah, but you also you also know how you're not going to risk yourself to like blow out your shoulder or something.
Yeah, it's about being intelligent about this stuff. It's about having a method to the madness, you know? See, that's the thing. Like, so we were talking about content earlier, right? And he asked me, like, when did your stuff blow up? And it was a combination of things. They saw fire-ass workout, like explosive, crazy, cool shit. But they heard me. The storyline of each video was me explaining everything meticulously. Like, all right, y'all motivated, all of that. You're hyped up, but this is what we're doing. And I explained everything because I know my shit. And that's what is necessary in this and investing in crypto, because I know some people who I've had a wonderful experience with crypto thus far, right? But I got a good coach. And a lot of people, I know people that haven't had a good experience and they don't want nothing to do with it. And it's like, yo, you're missing out big time.
Huge.
So it's best to have somebody, to be up under somebody that know this shit. I flew all the way to Panama. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm a little bit bougie. I only fly first class or private. I sat in between two big motherfuckers. I was like this. I had to sit like forward because I didn't want them touching me. They was all right touching. I'm like, nah. I just sat forward. There was no seats. That was. But because this is that important. And look, when did I come? When Trump went in and the market start mobilizing, right? So he was like, get your ass out here. Say less, coach. I'm here. So yeah.
Word. Awesome. So, and look, let's take it to what like Mike was saying. So Mike says, you know, I don't ever put that weight down because he knows, right? Well, here with that limited knowledge and experience, when do you know when to get in, when to get out? A lot of investors that get into this, all right, and they may get lucky, and it's like going to Las Vegas. You remember, I won the first time I went to Las Vegas. Worst thing that ever happened to me because I thought I was like the smartest person in the world, right? I was like, everybody wins every time, and then I lost over and over and over
immediately.
Yeah, immediately. And a lot of people gamble in crypto. I do not gamble. I take educated guesses based off algorithms that I have that are fully automated. And I don't need to gamble. I don't need to risk everything. I understand how much I'm going to allocate into each crypto. I know when I'm going to get in and when I'm going to get out, even if it's getting out at a loss or getting out at a profit. All right. So this is something that you should definitely know, because a lot of traders, when they get in, they don't understand that. Now, a lot of traders also don't understand the transaction cost and fees. All right. Trading fees can cost from 0.1% to 0.5% per transaction on major exchanges. And that could literally crush you over time. And especially if you're doing things like high frequency trades. All right. And then you have stuff like what's called spread impact. I'm not going to get too much into that because that gets a little technical. But without insight, all right, without accounting for these fees, traders often overestimate what their profits are. And see, we have that calculated to a T here. So anytime we test the strategy before we actually launch it, we have to know exactly what those fees are, what the difference between the actual trade and the trade that goes through. And then we calculate a little extra on top of that to be conservative. And that's how we understand, okay, here's what our possibilities are. Okay, a lot of traders just get in and they start throwing stuff into the slot machine and they end up getting absolutely annihilated again. The other thing is influences of large investors called whales, okay, and market manipulation. See, in crypto, it is somewhat regulated, but there are parts that are not regulated, all right? And there's lots of things, like a lot of people don't know this, but the top 1% of Bitcoin addresses owns more than 90% of the Bitcoin supply. Let that sink in. So you may have like 1 or 2 Bitcoin that you're sitting on. That's nothing compared to what these large investors and large whales are holding on to. And they'll play tricks with the market because they have so many Bitcoin. They can sell their Bitcoin or they can buy in and it will either pump or dump the market. All right. And there is a lot of pump and dump schemes out there. Meme coins are the perfect example, guys and gals. And I mess with a little bit of meme coins. I'm more sophisticated when I do it. There's other people who are very good at it, but they're on the inside. And if you're not on the inside, again, you're putting money into the gambling machine, into the slot machine, and pulling the lever and hoping that you win. And most likely you're not going to, because those players at the top who bought in way before you are waiting to dump their coins right onto you. There has to be a winner. There has to be a loser in crypto, in investing, in stock market, anything that you're buying and selling. There has to be a winner. There has to be a loser. All right. Over reliance on leverage. Leverage is something that a lot of people, when they get into, they think that they're going to annihilate it. All right. They're going to do really, really well in the market because they'll come in, they'll use 10 times the amount of crypto. So what is leverage? For those of you who don't know, and we're going to talk about this and elaborate this in a little bit. Leverage is, let's say, for instance, I put in $1,000 and somebody lends me, if I do 10x leverage, somebody lends me $10,000. Now, my crypto could go up way faster and it could also go down way faster. And a lot of people underestimate this risk. And so what we do we use leverage? You bet your ass we do. Okay. But we also understand the risk and we know exactly how much leverage to use and how much risk we're willing to take on, which is like the magic sweet spot, because not every investment is going to be a winner. All right. You have to understand that. And this is where patience comes in. But 60 to 80% of retail accounts lose money when using leverage in crypto trading. That's a huge amount of investors. Okay. And guess who's lending you that money? The house. And guess what they do? They charge you interest for that money. So you need to understand that the higher the risk, the higher the reward, okay? But it can flip on you, okay? And leverage amplifies the gains, but it also amplifies the losses. All right, so let's talk, now that we've talked about some of the risks, let's talk about why crypto and decentralized finance is better than the existing banking system. And I actually want to bring Mike into this because I think that it's really important that he also helps me to explain this, because sometimes I get a little too technical and I want to make sure that Mike can explain it in a way that y'all can understand. Mike, for me, getting out of the existing banking system, custody is the most important thing. Custody is the most important thing. So like, let's say for instance, yeah, there you go. Let's say for instance, if I don't have custody of my crypto, I could get FTX'd. I could get Celsius. I could get Voyagered, right? What does that mean? Those were all centralized entity that said, hey guys, send us your crypto. It's going to be safe here. Don't worry. All right. We're managing it here and all this stuff. The key thing for me and the key thing for what decentralized finance is custody. All right. Self-custody. You have possession of your money because ain't nobody going to treat your money better and keep it safer than you, right? So give them a little breakdown of that.
So this is his, but I have mine right over there in my bag, and this is a ledger. This is your assets right here. So when I first came in, look, you know, I trust people out the gate, and he was referred to me by somebody, one of my OGs, one of my mentors. So I was like, I'm down. I went into it blindly. He was like, no. I don't want you to trust me. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you're gonna manage my assets, right? I gotta give you money. No, you control it, you hold it. So I have my ledger with all my assets. So this is the thing about Web3 is transparent. The blockchain is transparent. You can see everything, right? And you have your shit. So it's not like you're just handing over money blindly to somebody. And a lot of times, because what happens with situations like that, they're taking money from you to pay back this person. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's all these Ponzi schemes and shit. You don't have that here at ARK, right? So you will have custody of your assets right here, right? The banks, fuck them. Like, they're not trustworthy at all. Every year, like, they have FTC violations that are egregious, the kind of shit that will put us in jail. You know what I'm saying? And they just get a slap on the wrist and pay a fine. This is all fair. It's a ledger. This is how it should be. And you control your stuff. You're watching it. You're watching your money grow, which is exciting to me. I don't even look. I just wait in certain moments, and then I take a look, and I'm like, okay, all right. And I'll get a smile on my face. But that's the benefit, man. So this is something right here. Like, look, nobody's controlling your shit. So I trust him, but you don't have to trust anybody because you have it, right? So this is like a no-brainer. This is something that y'all need to get into. And I'm gonna be honest. I will be honest about this. This shit is hard to understand, right? Because it's new technology. It's kind of clunky. It's not as smooth as like regular banking, but it's way safer. It's way more fair, and you make way more money. But this is a learning curve that you're gonna have to learn. Yeah. Better sooner than later, right? I don't want to like sell y'all, oh, it's so easy. Maybe to some of y'all, but for me, it's hard to like grasp a lot of shit. I gotta write down. Whenever I want to like do something, I gotta call them like, hey, get on live with me. All right, okay, FaceTime, and I do this shit. But I'm cool because this is investments for me. It's not money that I'm really messing with at all. So but nah, this is something that y'all need to like just get on board with for real. Because look, I'm telling y'all right now, what is this? We're in November, right? March is gonna be crazy. Yeah. Right? About March. That's... Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, right? So we up 20% right now. Yep. All right, check back in March.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing: we have the other cryptos called altcoins, and the altcoins are about. I think it's going to be probably sometime within the next 2-3 weeks that they're going to start popping. So you got to start figuring this stuff out like big time. Yeah, somebody says here.
Okay, you got the question. I was going to shoot some questions to you.
I have crypto in KuCoin. I have to remove it by December.
Also, that
yeah, is
buying.
Robinhood. Let's see. Yeah,
buying. Robinhood is not your friends.
Yeah, they're centralized, guys. Robinhood does not have this thing. All right, this is a ledger. This is where you want your money, and you want to be doing what Robinhood is doing. And I'm going to show you how you can do that tonight. All right, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make some real money here doing what the banks do. All right, but if you're not doing what the banks are doing, you're playing the same game that everybody else, waiting for, I don't know, something to happen at Robinhood, a hack, regulatory problems, anything. All right, anything. So we need to make sure that we get you guys fully decentralized. That's the key thing. Guys, gals, do me a favor. Smash that like button real quick for us. If you're just joining us, share this because we got to get the word out. This is the time. This is the time. We got the most momentum that I've ever seen in my 7 years in crypto is literally happened within the last week. The most momentum. And we are just starting. We are just starting right now. So again, let's get as many people here because we got some work to do, guys and gals. We got some work to do. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna come back here to our there we go. All right. Hold on real quick here. I think I can do. There we go. All right. All right. So why is the banking system better than or why is the crypto system better than the existing banking system? Again, number one, self-custody. You have custody of your crypto. Number two, no third-party intermediaries to charge you fees on everything you do. And by the way, you do get charged fees on everything you do in traditional finance. All right. You guys are the one paying their hefty salaries, paying their bailouts, literally funding their lavish lifestyles when you can be doing that in crypto and in decentralized finance. You make the money that the banks and institutions do, because now you're able to interact peer-to-peer. Guys, this is the whole premise behind crypto. It's not buying it on Coinbase. That's bullshit. All right. Where the whole premise is my ability to do business with you without a bank. My ability to loan you money and me make the money. And I don't need to put it into a bank or have some sort of agreement with the bank. I can do it now safely in my custody and know that I'm not going to lose my money. All right. And if you don't believe me, read it. There's a book, Mike. I know you've been saving up a library, right? Using AI. Mm-hmm. Did you put Creature from Jekyll Island in there?
I have it.
All right. Yep. So read Creature from Jekyll Island so you can see exactly how literally financially perverted these guys are. All right. These guys, they don't care about you. Your bank does not care about you. They have put you in financial jail. We're here to break you out. We're here to break you out. Why is crypto better than the existing banking system? A couple years ago in Canada, you had these guys with the Freedom Rally, the Freedom Truckers, all right, where they didn't want to get sticked. You know what? And what ended up happening was they ran all the way up to their capital. They closed the capital off. And what did Trudeau do? He deemed them terrorists. And he froze all of their bank accounts. Now, the accounts that weren't frozen were the ones that were transferring Bitcoin. All right. So last thing you want, and it doesn't matter what side you're on. All right. If you're a Demopublican or a Republican, all right, you could be on either side. Let's say you say something doesn't like. The last thing you want them to be able to do is censor you against your own money. That's the worst. It's one thing on
they
social
got them
media.
on Coinbase and all of that, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Coinbase, they were able to freeze their stuff. But when they had it here, they did not do that. Why is crypto better than the existing banking system? Take a look at Russia. Russia had people trying to withdraw their money out of their bank account when the Russian-Ukraine war started. Well, what happened? Russia said, oh, you know what? Banks, you're only allowed to let people withdraw $30 a day. And there were huge lines. My wife is from Russia. All right. She told me her family was trying to withdraw their money. Nope. Sorry. You can't do it. You can't do it. However, they were able to withdraw their money to crypto. All right. Which was really cool. And then you got all these sanctions against Russia right now. All right. And Russia's like, you know what? You either need to pay us in rubles, which is their dollar or their currency, or we'll take Bitcoin, right? So there's so much of the world now is saying, you know what, we'll take this Bitcoin thing, all right? Why is crypto better than the existing banking system? Even in Ukraine, 12.7% of Ukrainians had money in crypto, and a lot of them that fled, if you didn't have crypto, you were screwed. Completely and utterly screwed because the banking system collapsed right before. All right. But if you had crypto, you walked right across the street to Poland or to wherever you came to the United States as a refugee or something, and you booted in, you plugged this in, ready to rock and roll, ready to rock and roll. Why is crypto better than the existing banking system? Guys, gals, right here, this chart is the biggest reason why you should be investing in crypto right now. This chart right here. If somebody were to show you this chart right here as an investment, would you invest in that?
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no. To the no.
Yeah, guys, gals, this is 100 years. This is 100 years. This thing has not done anything in 100 years. And why is that? Because they keep inflating your money away. Now, hopefully the Trump administration makes some changes. I don't know how they're going to do that. All right. And especially now that they're talking about cutting taxes way, way back, but they are also talking about doing a Bitcoin strategic reserve, which will pump the living shit out of your bags. All right. If you've got crypto, any crypto, I don't care what it is. All right. You could have the worst crypto in the world. Your crypto is probably going to go up if they start buying Bitcoin in the United States government and stashing it as a reserve asset. That's going to be.
I mean, that's what they're about to do.
Yeah, they're proposing 1 million Bitcoin. They're going to buy 200,000 Bitcoin for the next 5 years. Let that sink in, guys. This is not a drill. All right. This is not a drill. And these guys, they have the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the White House. These guys can move mountains and do what they please, whether you like it or not. All right. So love them or hate them. They may do things that you don't like. Exploit the things that you do. All right. Exploit the things that you do because you can't do anything about it for the next 4 years, really 2 years. Now, why is crypto DeFi better than the existing banking system? Well, you see these things. FTX, crypto.coms. At one point in time, people were saying that it was insolvent. All right. Voyager, Celsius, all of these were part of the old traditional banking system. They were just dabbling in crypto. They were holding your crypto, all right, and playing with it and doing whatever they wanted with it. No regulation, no, just carte blanche. Let's invest it here and we'll deal with the consequences later. A lot of people lost a lot of money. I know one particular guy lost $800,000 in Voyager, right here in Voyager, all right? But if you have your money in crypto, in any of the following, all right, you're not really in crypto. All right. So pay attention right here. You risk losing.
Hold on. I want to say this. When you talk about like, why is it better than centralized banking? Like, for instance, Bitcoin, they got about 1 million left to mine. And there will never be more than 21 million Bitcoin. So there will never be inflation like you have with money. With money, they just print it at will. Just know every time they're printing a dollar, your dollar is worth less.
Yep. Things
cost more, right? Without crypto, we end up like Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's really bad. So crypto is locked in. It will not. We won't deal with inflation with this.
Yep.
That's it.
100%.
I think that's a major thing right there.
100%. And let me elaborate on what Mike just said here, because I've been in the last year, let's say year and some months, I've been to 3 countries that have had hyperinflation. Mm-hmm. I've been to Turkey, I've been to Argentina, and I've been to Lebanon. Mm-hmm. I've been to all 3 of those countries, and it's wild. When I was in Lebanon, I went and I had dinner at a really cool restaurant. It was like on the top of some mountain, real OG Lebanese food, right? And these guys told me, and like I asked them, I said, he goes, hey, I was with the trader, and the trader said, hey, look, this guy lost almost all of his money. He had like $200,000 saved, the equivalent of $200,000 in his Lebanese bank account with Lebanese money. And what ended up happening, he got wiped out. It was worth maybe $10,000. $10,000. Now imagine if you had Bitcoin, you'd be the richest guy in there. And there was guys over there that I was meeting that had Bitcoin, and they're like, we're living life to the max.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's a scary thing. That's a scary thing if you're in one of those countries, but the US isn't getting much better. They just keep spending more money. Now with Doge,
it's getting bad here.
Yeah.
It's getting bad. Like the inflation rates are growing every year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting really bad. And listen, we keep printing money.
Yeah.
That's very alarming.
Yep.
Even like during, like I mentioned back when Trump was in office before they was doing stimulus, it seemed cool, but it's a temporary fix.
Yeah.
But it's fucking people over in the long run because it's making your money not worth anything.
Yeah.
So yeah. Another thing that I don't like about banking is like moving money around. It takes days.
Yeah.
This shit is fast in minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Fees, like everything's just better. It's just better. So
I mean, what, like, actually to get to your point. So like I used to live in Russia for a short amount of time, and I met no, well, yeah, pretty much. No, my wife was there, and she was helping me because I was trying to move some money over, and this is during the COVID, right? So they locked everything down, all that stuff. So I sent money through PayPal to her PayPal in Russia.
Right.
It took 5 days. It took 5 days to get that money over, and all sorts of fees. And then I set her up with a Binance account at that time. It took minutes for me to send over my crypto and then put it into her bank account. It was badass. But the thing is, a lot of people don't understand, especially in the US, how slow the money system is. If you live in like Venezuela, Mexico, all these places where they actually use, Western Union or wire transfers, you know what's up. You know what's up. But even wire transfer,
it's bullshit, bro.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Try wire transferring something during the weekend.
It's bullshit. It's
right?
all bullshit. I deal with so much, and it's like it really don't hit you until you start making more money. The issues that you have with regular banking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much bullshit. It's just they don't respect you.
Yeah.
I listen, and my bank. I've been with this bank for many years.
Yep.
I had some issues one time. It's like they didn't give a fuck, and I think I'm one of the biggest guys in that particular branch, right?
Yeah.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. All right. So let's get back here to the slideshow. So check this out. So if you're in Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com, Binance.us, KuCoin, Bittrex, Nexo, Robinhood, all of those things, you ain't in crypto. You're giving somebody else custody of your crypto, and they're making money off your crypto like I make money on my own crypto using this bad boy right here. All right. So don't get it twisted. A lot of people think that because they're in, they're buying crypto on Coinbase or whatever, that's where you got to be. Now, here's one of our students. All right. I brought some receipts. All right. This student in particular, says, being a part of ARC saved me about $1.5 million worth of crypto at the time of the crash. They advised us to take everything off the exchange immediately. And because I was able to do that, I was safe. I'm also making everything I need to support myself monthly with the money that I'm making from Uniswap V3. It's a great community of people to be involved in. So literally, and I remember that particular student of ours, an investor, she said, Gven, I had a buddy of mine. He had $800,000 on Voyager. $800,000. I think it was like $875,000. She goes, I called him. I said, please, please, please get your money out of there. He said, it's going to be okay. Literally 2 weeks later, Voyager closes down, locked all the withdrawals. And that guy now is literally with less $875,000 in his crypto wallet than he would have had, and plus more because he would have made some money. And it's unfortunate. And a lot of people do that. So why is DeFi so much better, and why will it change the world? Everything from the stock market to real estate to commodities to art to music to gaming will be on the blockchain within the next 10 years. And if you don't believe me, check out this article that JP Morgan wrote a couple years ago on his plan to literally bring, the overall goal is to bring these trillions of dollars of assets into DeFi. Guys, gals, even here in Panama where I live, I'm really good friends with one of the top guys moving forward in crypto and in decentralized finance. They are tokenizing the entire NASDAQ. You'll be able to trade the NASDAQ on the blockchain 24/7. You'll be able to trade any American ETF on the blockchain 24/7. It's all coming. Here, I've already tokenized 2 properties. I got another one on the way, meaning I'm tokenizing real estate so we can sell little tiny fractions to people. Mike went to the first one, right? It was pretty dope, right?
I invested.
Yeah.
So, that's what I came out here for the first time, to invest in in real estate through blockchain, right? No fees, no middlemen, no banking, none of that, right?
Yeah.
So it's such a smooth situation. And let's say you don't have 100,000 or 50,000 or 20,000 or 10,000, you can invest 1,000 in a condo.
Yep.
With crypto.
Yeah.
So
And no credit checks, no
none
escrow.
of that. Yeah.
You literally can buy it as quickly as buying a crypto right now or a stock when the stock market is open, except you can buy literally real estate on the blockchain like that. One of the biggest markets in the world is coming to the blockchain, guys. And we know all about the tech and where you want to be at to make that money. BlackRock is the third largest country by way of GDP. If you took all of their assets under management behind the United States and then China, these guys are literally getting into crypto like you wouldn't believe. In fact, the CEO, Larry Fink, is touring CNBC and Bloomberg and all this stuff like freaking Taylor Swift right now, preaching about Bitcoin, Ethereum, tokenization, blockchain, all that stuff. Guys, gals, Wall Street is here. We got Wall Street. We got the Trump administration basically opening up crypto going, yo, you're ready to rock and roll. Here, we're taking away all of this regulation. Go. No tax. If you mint your cryptos here in the United States, no tax anytime you sell it. If you buy and invest and you live in the United States, no capital gains. You have no idea what this is going to do to the crypto market, guys and gals. We're already starting to see it. Just in the last week was a little tiny taste. But look at BlackRock. BlackRock becomes the largest tokenized treasury fund. They're literally tokenizing bonds. I've bought into tokenized bonds. I have some tokenized bonds. And I because I know what I'm doing, I'm making 40% per year, which means for every $1 that I put into these tokenized bonds, and it could be way more because it's a volatile asset that I'm earning, okay? But I'm earning 40% year in and year out. So if I put in $1,000, I'm earning $400 per year. You can't do that in the existing bond market. But now because I can do it peer-to-peer, I can allow people to trade using my crypto and exploit this loophole of screwing the banks, screwing the institutions so that I can literally be the bank. And that's what I've done. Straight up. That's what I've done. And BlackRock's getting into stuff like this too. BlackRock, I got this last week, but sees $1 billion in the first minutes of post-election trading. Sorry, brother. So $1 billion in the first minutes, guys and gals. This is unheard of. This is unheard of. All right. So like a lot of people are calling for like $150,000 Bitcoin. Expect the unexpected. I just did a YouTube video yesterday in regards to the .com boom versus the crypto boom. Guys, gals, we're in 1995 to the year 2000 in the .com boom in crypto, and crypto's moving way faster, and they were trying to stop it. So this thing is like shaking a Coke bottle up, and you can only hold it back for so long until that thing's going to explode like a volcano. All right. Here's some tokenized real estate. Here's a company called Realty that's done a really good job. You're able to buy properties in the United States, $48 per token. So you can buy literally $48 worth of real estate, and they're going to pay you the yield of rent on that property that you're buying. Here's a few of our properties that we've already started launching. Okay. Where you're literally able to just come in here, click, and using your wallet, you can literally hold your real estate in your custody. You can go to any country you want to. You have your real estate right here. You don't need a brokerage. You don't need somebody to run it for you. We have all of that covered. All right. And you just literally hold it right here. Now, this is only for special investors, but I'm only showing you this for the possibility of what's going on here with Web3. I'm not showing you this because, this is offered to everybody. It's not, but I want to show you the possibilities. One day it will be, but right now it's in beta. All right. Now, this is why you don't want to miss out on learning this technology before everybody gets in. Now that we've learned what the risks of trading are and what DeFi is and how it's better than the old system, let's jump into the learning. All right. So a little bit, and I know this is going to get real simple here. For those of you that are OG crypto people and you're like, oh man, I already know all this stuff. Don't worry. I'm going to get to the complex stuff here and I'm going to explain it as easily as possible. And if I can't, Mike will. All right. So, all right. So what is a cryptocurrency? It is a way to transfer value without the need for a bank, central bank, or institution using blockchain technology. No middlemen, nobody to say yes, no. As long as you have your own wallet, you cannot get censored. You cannot get stopped. You can transfer away. All right. Which is what I love. I love being responsible for my own self. I don't need some government official. I don't know what you think about this, Mike, but I don't need some government official breathing down my back, saying, hey, let's put the video on mic real fast. So I don't need a government official saying, you can do this, you can't do that. That I hate, because at the end of the day, you and I are grown adults.
Yeah. Or questioning everything you're doing.
Why?
Fill out this form.
Are you a criminal?
What,
I'm not a criminal.
It's money, it's cash.
Yeah.
But you're being treated like criminals for having money.
For having money.
And trying to do things with your money.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you earned it.
I've had some weird experiences in banks, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah.
I'm just so over it.
I'm over it.
I've had, not just with that, but other, like, centralized platforms, like, for instance, what is it called? Intuit, right? Yeah. They're like a bank too. And one time they had took a large amount of money out of my account and held it for like 6 months. I finally got my money back. They took they made interest off my money. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And it's like, for somebody to try to litigate that, it would be so expensive and so time consuming.
Yep.
It's just not fair. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
It's so easy to put your money in, but so hard to get your money back.
100%.
It's crazy.
100%.
But you don't have any of those issues with this. This is like, it's yours. You have your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the best feeling for me. Like, honestly, it's free. It's real freedom.
Yep.
It's real freedom.
100%. 100%. And that's why, like, when I say here, we have the three, we try to teach everybody the three freedoms, right? Actually, we don't try. We teach the three freedoms: financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, right? And so that really is what our goal is. So let's move on to the next slide. What is a crypto wallet? Well, we have two different types. We have a soft wallet that resides on your computer or on your phone. Okay, so this is called like a MetaMask. Some of you have been experienced that, or like an Exodus wallet. I don't use Exodus. I use a MetaMask or a Rabby wallet now, but this is a wallet that resides on your computer. So you're able to connect to your like crypto account, all right, on the blockchain. And I'll explain how the blockchain works here in a simplified way. But this is the interface. This is how you actually interact with the blockchain, right? Now, what is a hard wallet? This is the thing that Mike and I have been talking about. A hard wallet interacts with the user interface, such as like a soft wallet. All right. So you can connect this to your soft wallet so that you can connect to it. The only difference between a hard wallet and a soft wallet is this is a highly encrypted way for you to keep your crypto. And you have to be actually at your desk physically at this wallet and have the password to this wallet in order to interact. So no hacker can get in and start transferring crypto because your wallet's open on your computer. Here you have to physically do it. So if they try to start transferring crypto, it blocks it. Now we cheat. Our first lesson in our course, by the way, is security. You remember we sat down that last year for a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I sat in, I got a whole week
worth
of training. So is that important though? Is that serious?
Yeah, security was the first thing we talked about.
Yep.
We sat down, we gave Mike a hard wallet, and we're like, okay, here's how you do it, step by step by step. Here's what a Ponzi scheme looks like. Here's what a scammer looks like. Here's if somebody messages you on Telegram or WhatsApp, you about to get your money stolen, right? We talk about all of these things. Super duper duper important. Now, let's talk about what the blockchain is, all right? So here's my easiest way to explain what the blockchain is. The blockchain is like a whole bunch of safety deposit boxes on the internet, all right? And only this key can unlock the safety deposit box, and nobody can come and drill it open, all right? It's impossible. So you've got, let's say number 457 is Mike's, 507 is mine, 458 is Renee's, et cetera, right? And the only key that can unlock it is this bad boy right here. All right. That's the simplest explanation. Do you get that, Mike? Is that pretty easy?
100%.
All right, cool. So your money sits on the blockchain, but it is accessed by your key here, okay? So what is decentralized finance? DeFi eliminates the fees that banks and other financial companies charge for using their services. Individuals hold money in a secure digital wallet and can transfer funds in minutes or seconds now. And anyone with an internet connection can use DeFi. And this is why, guys and gals, crypto is being adopted faster than the internet was. That's how profound and impactful this technology is right now. All right. DeFi allows the people to do peer-to-peer lending and trading without the need of greedy banks and institutions, meaning we make the fees that the banks do. How badass is that? That's a game changer.
We're literally the bank.
We are literally the bank.
That's what that means. That's what being the bank is.
Yeah.
The bulk of their money comes from fees.
100%. 100%. All right, so here's a little bit about how the old system worked. Check this out, Mike, and let me know if this is too complex or if you get this, all right? And if not, I'm going to need you to help me explain. So this is what's called fractional reserve banking. This is traditional finance. This system is rigged against you. Why? Because the banks have the license to print the money. In fact, there's so much money in the United States banking system and throughout the world that we don't even know of. Because we can't. Because banks can literally print money out of thin air. So how do they do it? Let's say, for instance, we have Mike here, all right? And Mike deposits money into his bank, $1,000. Now, this injects $1,000 into the economy because he puts it into the bank. Now, what the bank can do is loan out Mike's money up to 90% of his money. All right. And most of them do this and more. All right. So they take Mike's money and loan it to Greg. All right. And Greg then goes out to some business. Let's say he wants to buy some tires and he goes to Lou's Tire Shop and he spends that $900. Well, now the economy right down here, you can see there's a total of $1,900 in the economy. All right. Where did that money come from? The bank has the license to print it based on deposits. So now when Greg receives this, Greg deposits that $900 into his bank. Let's say it's a credit card transaction or cash or a check, right? And it goes into Greg's bank. Well, what Greg's bank then does is they're able to lend his money up to 90%. And then what ends up happening is they lend it to Michelle. All right. And then Michelle goes and she spends it on and on and on in infinitum. I don't know if that's a word, but
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
All right. It's infinitely.
Okay.
It goes infinite.
Yeah. And no one asks you either.
Yeah.
They loan your money out.
100%.
Nobody asked you. Yeah.
Nobody asked you. They didn't come and say, yo, Mike, are you good with us lending out your money? Or even worse, yo, Mike, you know what? Thanks for depositing your money here. You know, we're going to give you a little bit of our profit, right? Because it's your money. You worked hard for it, right?
0.5, 0.0000000.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lollipop and a smack on the ass on the way out.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
And nobody on the phone for customer service.
Yeah, and if you do get somebody, it's hard to understand them. All right.
Yo, they're really outsourcing customer service now out the country.
I have Chase. I have to ask, can I please speak to somebody that I can understand? And that, guys, gals.
That's crazy.
I have such a love. I've traveled all over the world. I've lived all over the world for people in other countries. But honestly, if I'm dealing with my bank where you are keeping my value,
it's got to be easy. It's got to be easy communication.
100%.
I got to understand you. You got to sound competent.
Yeah.
But you know what? I rarely can get a person on the phone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's getting bad.
It's getting bad. It's getting bad. All right. So here's how DeFi works. We had this is the central banking system, super complex, super against you. DeFi, you've got Michelle. She puts money onto the blockchain. She lends money to Mike. Mike gets some money. He pays Michelle. Oh, that's her energy that's stored from her job, she's now able to lend it out, do with it as she pleases. All right. And she's able to make the money that the banks do. This is the way it goes. Now, let's learn how to trade crypto without it being a guessing game. All right. So a little bit about using momentum indicators. So what are momentum indicators? Okay. So momentum indicators are indicators that tell us when the momentum is going for us or against us. So anytime our momentum indicators turn blue, that's when we're getting in. Anytime the momentum indicators are turning red, that's when we're getting out. Now, why do we use these momentum indicators? To make sure that we don't get absolutely annihilated when the market goes down, and make sure we capture as much upside when the market goes up. Now, you can see here, these are actual trades that we made, okay? We were able to get out using our indicators, and these are proprietary. We have the strategy is proprietary. These are indicators anybody can use, but it's how you apply it using the strategy. That's where we come in, all right? I would have saved myself a negative 76% loss. In fact, here I would have gotten a gain, and I'll show you where that gain is. Here's another one. This is Bitcoin. This is FXS, and this was just recently. By us getting out, we actually made money when a lot of other people just held onto this crypto and lost a ton of money. Here's Bitcoin. This was at the end of the last bull market. We would have saved ourselves 71% in losses. That's huge. But you have to understand when to get in, when to get out, and how to apply the strategy. All right. So why we use momentum indicators? Check this out. All right. Check out this win that we have here. This is 148% gain based off of when we got in. This is Chainlink recently, when we got in here, and then it told us exactly when we get out. Now, do we buy exactly right at the bottom? No, you're never going to do it. And anybody who says that they can predict that is lying to you. I've searched the world. I've searched every algorithm. There is nothing out there. There's nobody with a crystal ball. All right. Unless you're such a huge whale and you have so much money, you can actually move the market, which that is true, but they're not going to share their secret with you because then they wouldn't make money. All right. So what we do, we use the data for us and teach you how to use this data. And if you don't want to use this data, we do it for you. All right. Here's another momentum indicator, all right, that we got into, Aave. And this is recent, guys and gals. This is literally within the last months, okay? We got in here in July. Look at this. This is an 87% gain since July, okay? So this is the reason why we use these indicators, all right? You can see this indicator right here. Look at this. This is on Solana. This is an actual trade that we made. You get in right here. We had a 447% gain. So to put that to scale, because Mike likes to compare, like, what is it? So if I put in $1,000 with this, I walk away with $4,447. All right. And that was just from October of 2023.
Wait, what was the gain?
447%.
So you mean you walk away with 5,000?
So almost 5,000.
Yeah.
4,500, almost 4,500. All right. So you put in $1,000, you walked away with almost 4,500. All right. And you save what you just earned there. A lot of people, they'll just stay in the game and, it's like a guessing game. Please go up. Please go up. And what if it doesn't? All right. These are things that a lot of people do not understand. Now, what is leverage trading? All right. Leverage trading. Oh man, I want to show this. Maybe I'll show it to you all at the end, but I put in this trade literally last week and I was up 90%. Right now I'm up 225% in a week on this trade. I'm up. It's my profit is like $16,000 in just 1 week. All right. That's pretty badass. But leverage trading, what is leverage trading? Leverage trading is when I use other people's money to literally increase the amount of profit that I could potentially get. Now, the risk is I increase the risk. So I could easily increase the losses that I get. But let's say, for instance, if I do a 2 times leverage trade that means I'm using let's say I put in $5,000. Somebody else is lending me an additional $5,000. So instead of just going into the trade with $10,000 or $5,000, I'm going in with $10,000. All right. And that's what leverage trading is. Actually, here I'm leverage trading $3,000. Three times. So I went in this trade with $4,700, and I'm actually using a total of $15,000 at this point in time to leverage trade this. Okay. So you can see here, this is from some of our students, some of the things that we've taught them. So I'm making money with G-Trade, which is the one that I use. This is on the blockchain, though. You have custody of this. Super important. All right. I'm making money with G-Trade already, cashed out with profit of $800 in my account. $800. What would you do with an extra $800? Maybe some of you, you're like, oh, that's not that much. Well, this individual didn't have to risk it for the biscuit. All right. He put in very little money. He like doubled his money within like a week. That's what we're showing people. And check this out. These were his existing trades. So he took that profit out and then he kept trading. And look at this. He's got like another $500 in profit that he's sitting on, which is way more right now. I need to get him to update his testimonial. All right. I need to get him to update his testimonial. Here's another one. One of our students said, what a wonderful workshop, workshop 3 of Apex. Coach Igor, who's one of my partners when we manage crypto, taught us how to leverage our own money through Aave and Optimism. I decided to take $500 profit from Super, which is a leverage trade that he did, and I'm swapping and bridging. I followed his footsteps, and I'm currently earning 33% on my crypto per year. All right, an extra 33%, which is amazing. You ain't going to get that in Coinbase, in Robinhood, ever. All right, ever. Now, remember, guys, gals, I want to bring this up. Remember to stay until the end, until the last slide. And here's a little image of what I'm going to be showing you. This is probably our best strategy that we've ever had yet. We found this strategy. I'm not going to even tell you where because it's proprietary to us now. But we found this strategy. We flew all around the world. It wasn't here where I live, and it wasn't in the United States. We found this in a deep, dark place in the world, and it's crushing. And this strategy has been around for 4 years. I'm going to show you on the last slide. You're not going to want to miss it. So stay tuned. And also, guys, gals, smash that like button and share this with your friends. You got to get the word out because we want to make sure that the world is not left behind. This is our opportunity to get ahead, guys and gals. The old system, the central banking system, that was designed for the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, the Morgans, all of those guys, all right? That was what it was built for. This new system is built for us. But I can guarantee you, and Mike, you know this, you taught me this. Mike's my mentor on like being more of a stud. I gotta say, like, dude, you give me like a boost in my confidence, right?
That's what I'm here for. That's what I do.
There's always an apex predator. Facts, right?
Yeah.
There's always an apex predator.
Always.
Are you going to be left behind? Because you will be. Are you going to be left behind?
There's dangerous people out there, so we have to be more dangerous. You feel me? So we got to be just as formidable as them.
100%.
So absolutely not. Listen, and I have there's been different things over the years that I waited on. When this came around, I wasn't waiting on this. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you wait a little bit too long. You want to see what everybody else does. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We live once.
We
you know
live
what I'm
once.
saying? So, and when things are new, you have the opportunity to be a trailblazer, to be ahead of everybody else. So this is the opportunity right now.
Yep.
You know, it's not too late by any means.
No, we're in the first inning, in my opinion.
For sure. No, that's a fact.
Yeah, we're in the first inning.
Look, we're still trying to convince people how easy this is to make money, right? So of course, you know, there's going to be pushback. There's going to be some hesitation because it's out of people's comfort zones. But we all know, y'all know that outside of your comfort zone is where all the greatness comes from. Even with this, especially with this, why would it not be with this too? You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 100%. 100%. And guys, gals, I've had to get out of my comfort zone so many times with this because it's new technology. All right. It's a new technology. So, all right, let's keep this going here. Let's see here. All right. So stay till the end. Stay till the end because we're going to share with you like the alpha. All right. So today I'm going to show you how me and my students are earning ridiculous amounts of money and are infinitely printing crypto. All right. So how do we print money? Here's how we do it. We use experience. All right. I've been featured in ABC, CBS, Forbidden Knowledge, all over the place. All right. All over the place. You know, with me, you're going to get experience. All right. And I have scraped my elbows. Every dumb shit thing that you could think of, I've done or heard of and didn't have to do because I learned vicariously. All right. Momentum. I showed you guys the momentum strategy earlier on. Okay. That we use in order to get in and out of these strategies. Research. We have live classes here. I'm constantly doing research. My business partners are doing research. Our coaches are doing research. And we bring you the hottest research so that you understand what's good, what's bad, when to get in, when to get out. Not financial advice. You do you. But I'd rather have somebody who knows what they're doing and giving me really, really good research than not. All right. We act as our own banks. I should have gotten these students to send me their updated because this was before the pump. There's probably close to 20, 30% more in their crypto bags right now. But we act as our own banks, guys and gals. All right. We hold this money in our custody so that we can go and make that bank money. And we use leverage or OPM safely. Again, on this, in the last week, I just put together this slide last week. I'm up an extra 125%. Who knows? Maybe it's even up more. I haven't looked at the crypto prices in the last few hours, so maybe it's up even a little bit more. But as when I checked last, that's how much it was up. All right. Now here's another student. Check this out. Gven dropped a little hint about Athena, ENA. If you want to go buy it, there's your gift for tonight. All right. ENA at the beginning of Saturday school, which we do a class every Saturday. We have like 7 live classes per week. All right. So you don't have a lack of classes. She opened up a 6 times leverage trade with only $300 as collateral. And look at this. And ENA is up way more than this. I got to get her to send me another screenshot. Up 194%. I'm going to say she's up 500% in a matter of just a few weeks. Look at this, 3 weeks. So 4 weeks, she's probably up 400 or 500% on her trade. This is massive. All right. So Mike, again, the example, right? If you were to put in $1,000 with our call to this particular student with her strategy that she put together with the things that we taught her, she'd be up right now about 500%. 500%. That's wild. So $1,000 bucks?
About 1,500. Oh, or 1,000?
Yeah.
Shit, $5,000.
$5,000 bucks.
Crazy.
Yeah, in 1 month. How many you can use an extra $5,000 bucks?
Off of $1,000 investment. That's crazy.
Yeah. Imagine now you put $10,000.
Your money might be sitting in the bank anywhere, or you might be blowing it on stupid shit.
Stupid shit. Straight up.
Stupid shit.
I know when I was younger, I don't even want to talk about that because I would be, a gazillionaire by now. I'd be Elon Musk by now.
Listen, I'm dumping all of my money back in, everything. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So, call me crazy. Yeah. Crazy rich.
Yeah, that's where Renee, could you pay attention here? So, all right, that's where we're going to be literally crushing it during this market because we're paying attention right now. This is in my opinion, we could have like for the next 2 to 5 years, like an opportunity that we've never seen in our generation. Maybe the last time we saw something like this was the .com boom. But check this out. Here's another student of mine, Michael Gross. He got in. Look at these leverage trades. 48% gain, 128% gain, 241% gain. Now, he started with some smaller amounts because he did exactly what we told him. We said, start slow. Don't FOMO, slow-mo. All right. And he went for it, man. He put 10x leverage, which all of these are he's probably like up over $1,000 with all of the trades that he's made over the last few weeks. All right. He's just crushing it. Now, the other thing that has helped our students get to where they're at in their successful journey is you let the pros handle it. This is what Mike's doing. This is what, Billy Carson's doing the same thing. This is my business partner and managing partner in what we call the managed vaults. Igor, I love him. He's a whiz kid. And myself, we both have a lot of experience in crypto. He actually started off as a student with me in DeFi, and we have been just like Starsky and Hutch since we've gotten into this, crushing it. All right. We've learned a lot of very, very important lessons, but we are crushing it. And there is nothing out there like what we're doing. And you can see here, this is what we call our managed vault. All right. And again, this screenshot was taken last week. We're up like 20% instead of 10%. But what we do is we actually are able to take your money here, put it into what's called a smart contract. I cannot take your money out. You're the only one who has custody, but I can allocate it for you. It's a very simple thing. You don't need to know a lot. In fact, it's like a 3 to 4 minute thing as long as you have money in crypto already for you to get started with this. All right, that's it. That's it. It's not rocket science. And then we take over all the heavy lifting. All right. Now, some of you may want to know, and I still encourage you to learn. You have to learn. Don't come in like, oh, rolling the dice. Oh, because he said so, or because there's some impressive numbers on the screen. No way. You better learn what's in your money. You got it. You guys, gals, you got to be accountable for yourselves. Mike, tell them about accountability, man. Like, this is a huge thing that so many people nowadays, they're not accountable. They just want to, oh, here, you do it.
Nah, you got to learn. I mean, this is what we're here for, right? It's just weird how in our culture, school stops or people learning or education stops in high school. No, it should never stop. If you ever listen to Warren Buffett speak, if you don't look at him, he sounds like a young man. He's so spry, so smart, right? Because he's learning. He reads. I think he said something like he reads. The amount that he reads every day is kind of inefficient to the rest of his day, right? Yeah. But he knows this shit inside and out. So we could do a little bit. We could learn a little bit every day, and this is something that people should be investing in every day, your time to learn. 10 minutes. If you don't have 10 minutes to understand how to work this crypto space a day, that's kind of crazy. You don't really love yourself. You don't care about yourself. You hate money. Oh, yeah, I hate money, right? I think they hate money.
Yeah.
If you're not investing 5 to 10 minutes minimum a day learning this, you hate money. And that's okay. Not everybody loves money.
Yeah.
Not everybody loves financial freedom, right? I guess y'all got these plush retirements, right? Yeah. Plush crazy retirements. You're gonna be good for the rest of your life, right? Think about these things, y'all. These are serious considerations that y'all got to make. You ain't gonna be young forever, and hell, even while you're young, you still want to enjoy your life. All right, we're giving you a pipeline and a direct pathway to do that. All right, but there is a learning curve. You got to learn, right? That's very important. But look, you have a teacher right here. You got a teacher right here. Listen, I'm a busy person and I'm always trying to learn a bunch of shit. So me adding on new things is a little bit taxing, but it's important to me because I love myself. I love my children. I love my family, and I got to provide, and I got to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't always want to hustle to make money at all, right? I don't want to hustle at all. You know what I mean? I want to continue being smart and being smarter with my money so it can keep going and doing the work on its own. Because that's real financial freedom for real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Facts. For real. So take a look at this. This is one of our students that they said, never let anyone custody any of your money in crypto ever. Now check this out. One of our students in our managed vault, 117%, which means that you put in $1,000. That means that you are up by $1,117. All right. So this is stuff that we can flex on. Now, why do we want to custody our own money, but let the pros handle it? Because of guys like this. All right. Alex Machinsky. I actually met him. Seemed like a nice guy. I went to a crypto event, but at the end of the day, he was running a Ponzi scheme. All right. FTX was supposed to be, speaking of Warren Buffett, the Warren Buffett of crypto. ended up being the villain in crypto. Everybody got wiped out. Now, maybe they'll get their money back, maybe one day, but these lawyers keep just raiding this account, and it's like, oh yeah, we'll pay them back tomorrow, and they keep billing and billing and billing. Who knows how much they're going to end up with at the end of the day. All right. So don't just invest and trade. Have a plan in place to hit your goals. Now, we do something called, a lot of you may have heard of this, financial independent, retire early. And this is an example of what we also teach our students, because what do you know what's working, right? Like, how do I know, like, this plan that I'm in here with this crypto, that it's actually growing? How do I put money into it? How do I put more money into it by saving my money? We don't just teach you crypto. We actually show you where you can cut, where you can make more money, all right, and where you can potentially invest it. And that's a key thing for us, because we don't just want to be, oh yeah, look, see, I posted a gain on Instagram. No, I want to be able to flex a whole bunch of these Excel spreadsheets that anybody can have here and follow our plan, so that you make sure that you really are winning in this space, all right? And that's a key. And a lot of, even our competitors, they're not doing that. And here's an example, right? Here's an example of one of our students. They were making an extra $7,800 per month in passive income. That's not like chump change, guys and gals, all right? That's not chump change. Almost $8,000 extra. What could you do with that? All right. Oh, shoot. Hold on real fast here. Yeah. So here's another example of our spreadsheet. So, we go through, what is your debt? All right. And you can put this here and you can start to evaluate, what's your debt? Do you need to pay off some debt? Because we want to be debt free. That's definitely one of my things that I'm a stickler on. All right. I'm paying, the only thing I have is my house. I'm paying it off at an accelerated rate, because I want to be able to put as much money back into my investments, but I also want to make sure that home base is taken care of. You can see here, what are my expenses per month? You got to be watching to see what your expenses are. Are they going up per month, or are they going down? We put it so that you can see it in a bar chart. And then, are we hitting our goals? So what is our progress? So you may have like some assets, right? Like this particular student, $327,000 in assets. What are your liabilities? Do you have a mortgage, or do you have a car payment, etc.? And then what's your net worth, and what's your goal? So your goal may be 2 million, 500,000, 10 million, 100 million, like Mike, maybe even more than 100
billion, baby.
Okay, $1 billion. All
Billionaire
right.
Boys Club.
Yeah, Mike's going for a B stick, All right, that's what I call it. So Ruben's laughing because we call a mill a stick. All right, so that's straight up. So what is your progress? Are you moving up, or are you moving down? Every single month, we need to know where we're at. Otherwise, guys, gals, you're just shooting in the dark. Now, here's another one of our students, $15K per month that they were earning. $15,000 per month. That's not chump change, all right? And this student started with very little. They didn't go out there and like have $100,000, but they were able to listen and do what we were doing, and they just started crushing it. Again, guys, gals, remember, stay till the end, because I'm going to be revealing how we're stepping this up here. All right, how we're stepping this up. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is just what me and my students are doing. Do your own research. Now, how you're all doing? Is everybody still with me? All right, hang in there, because we don't have a lot more to go here, but this is where it gets to the most important part. All right. So one, you've learned everything is headed to crypto and DeFi, from stocks, commodities, real estate, guys, gaming, everything is heading to the blockchain. All right. Two, you've learned you can trade crypto to make money from anywhere in the world from your computer. Three, you've learned it's possible to have your crypto managed by experts without ever losing custody. Four, you've learned that you need to educate yourself on how to properly set yourself up in crypto and DeFi in order to succeed. So what are your two options? Do it yourself or follow a proven roadmap. So do it yourself. Why not? Trial and error will lead to wasted time and money. No coach or community support. Wealth strategies change, especially in crypto. All right. And it may take longer to reach your goals because like learning this stuff, it's like learning how to swim, but somebody's dropping you in the middle of the ocean going, all right, learn here. It's not very possible. All right. Now, 2, follow a proven roadmap with us. Why would you want to do that? You're going to reach your financial goals faster. You're going to leverage your community's knowledge and opportunities, which is the biggest thing. Mike and I were talking about our communities earlier. Keep up with evolving markets and become financially time-free and location-free. This is a huge thing. This is my goal for you, all right? I want to make sure you guys are set up. So right now, like Mike and I are like Morpheus, both of us. One of us is holding a blue pill. One of us is holding a red pill. Which one are you going to take? All right. So blue pill, you stay in your comfortable illusion of a life with the traditional finance system, letting them loan out your money, have their way with you. All right. And do whatever they want. And you keep losing money by letting them do that. And you're just going to grind and work hard and keep stashing in there. Or you may even buy, a little bit of crypto, but you're not really educated on it. Or go the red pill route and get out of your comfort zone. And we show you another way of life, another way of finance so that you can live the life that you want. So red pill takers, how can you learn how to trade crypto and become generational wealthy with us? Well, we've got something called our ARC Galaxy membership. And it's a 6-month program for success. So it gives you access to a DIY crypto and DeFi educational program. You get access to all of our live ARC weekly classes on investing, mindset, spirituality is included in that, and the cryptos that we're investing in. Okay, this is super, super important. You get access to our ARC crypto coaches for investing and lifestyle tips. You get access to our ARC community and resources. And we have a full app and platform. It's literally on the Google App Store and on Apple App Store. You can, log in there. You can watch all of our classes through there. We record all of our classes on there, and you have the ability to watch them right there. You never have to leave the app. All of the information that we post is right in there. We designed this app custom made from scratch. It took us years and hundreds of thousands of dollars, but we finally launched it at the beginning of this year, and it has been a wild success in terms of our student stuff. So you can see here, this is what the members website, this is what our app looks like. Okay. And you can see we've got a news feed. You can click here on the courses. You have all of the different courses. This is the self-guided stuff. It's really cool. You have the ability to access it 24/7 with quizzes. You have all of your classes right here in the events tab. So you can just go, if you want to go to Saturday school, you click on it. It goes right to the Zoom, assuming we're live, right? It tells you exactly what each class is. So you can go to the classes that interest you the most. All right. You get also, let's see here. So here's just what our classes look like. Here's the ARC mobile app. Okay. So that you can log in. If you don't have a computer, you don't need a computer. You can do all of this stuff from your phone. Literally, you can do all of this stuff from your phone. It's super easy. And you can see you're logging in to all the classes right here. It's very, very simple. Connects to Zoom. Here's our community. Our community, guys, gals, second to none. There's a lot of Mike's community that's crossed over the year, because we started working together about a year ago. And then you have all of this. We have like a Google style search where you can watch all of our pre-existing videos. So if you're like, show me everything about leverage trading, all you have to do is type in leverage trading. It'll pull up every class we've ever done on leverage trading. All right. So this is really a game changer. Nobody has this stuff like we do. So if you want to build generational wealth, you want to escape the current financial matrix, you want to custody your own money, and you don't want to miss out on the largest wealth transfer ever, guys, gals, it's $500 for 6 months membership. And it's just $500 every 6 months thereafter. If you decide you want to stay, you can cancel after that 6 months. It's $499. Dude, it's a no-brainer.
There's nothing.
That's like less than like going to eat at Burger King for those 6 months. Burger King.
But we're not doing none of that.
And
We ain't doing
I
none of
ain't.
that. Nah,
But I'm just saying.
They're not doing that either. Y'all better not be doing that.
Yeah, you better not. Mike's like that. What's that one big dude that goes and he slaps people's like hamburgers and shit? What's his name?
Fucking, I forget his name. Yeah,
he's funny. He cracks me up. But anyways, Starbucks coffee. All right, y'all can go and buy some good organic coffee and get way cheaper, better coffee for yourself. Anyways, at the store. All right, and have that coffee last you 3 months instead of going to Starbucks and spending. I'm not kidding you guys. For $4.99 for 6 months. And by the way, we're gonna drop the link in the chat. You can sign up right now. All right, we've actually sold out of this before in the past, so I would get with it right now. 6 months. 6 months. We're gonna teach you all these things. If you want to get into the fully managed option, we got you. All right. We're also gonna set up a one-on-one with an expert. So you can talk to one of our people and they're going to lead you exactly where you need to go, because we don't want you to feel overwhelmed in this new system. We want to make this as easy as possible for you. That's the way we've designed it. I've been teaching crypto since January of 2018, guys and gals. January of 2018. We are so ahead of anybody else teaching this stuff. It's not even funny. Why? Because we made it easy and we made it affordable. Our goal is to bring as much mass adoption to be a part of this and to make it as simple as possible for you to make money. Not get rich quick. We don't set you up for that. But get rich medium, we set you up for that plan. That's what we want. That's what we want, right? So here you can see the time is now, man. The markets are showing amazing optimism. You're seeing this. This is from last week. I should have updated this, but even back then, look at this. Everything is going up right now. All right, because of this Trump pump. All right, it's not the Kamala dump, which again, I'm not going to get into politics, but that's probably what would have happened. We would have gotten more of the same. All right, now we're shaking things up. We got a majority of all factors of the government. Right, $5.90, dudes. $4.99. That ain't nothing.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer,
It's a
right?
no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I don't know what y'all waiting on.
Yeah.
Y'all got the link. I put the link in here. So let's go.
Yeah. Links in the description, guys and gals. Don't sleep on this.
Listen, y'all, look, y'all spending y'all time. You want to spend your time learning, right? Some of y'all are already in the sacred community. You know, we're learning, right? Add another day to that. Learning, money, like straight up, straight away. So this is not to be taken lightly. I'm not here for no reason, y'all. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, like, you know, I'll tell you, I'm honored. I remember when we met each other at the Conscious Awards last year.
Mm-hmm.
I went right up to him. I said, Mike, I'm a fan. I said, you're one of the people that I wanted to talk to today. Mm-hmm. You and one other person. And I said, I want you to come out to Panama. And what did Mike say? Mike goes, yeah, all right, cool.
Let's go.
Here's my number.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't know he was from Orange County and stuff, which I grew up in Orange County.
I'm not from there. I lived there.
No, you lived there.
Yeah.
You lived there. I'm from Orange County.
Nothing wrong with it, but you know, yeah.
No, it's a nice little paradise in California compared to like parts of LA. I'm like, man, no way. But I like Orange County. It's nice.
Not as dope.
Yeah, not as dope. But you know, when I saw that, and it was just like we had a lot in common. I said, dude, come out. Let me show you how to do this. We sat in a really nice conference room at the W, and we just went for it for 4 days, 5 days, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. And after that, he saw it. Mike saw it, and we've been doing business ever since.
Locked in.
Yeah, yep. Locked in.
And it ain't stopping. You know, we're gonna keep going.
It's not stopping, guys and gals. It is literally moving right now. Like I'm super pumped. And don't believe me, man, get on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Everybody now is a crypto expert. All right. But now I'm telling you, retail has not come into this thing. The institutions and us have been buying, and we know exactly what to do. And I'm going to show you a strategy here. So hang in there. I'm going to show you a strategy that does well in up, down, and sideways markets. Now, if you sign up for Galaxy, you'll have access to our latest algorithmically managed play that we're planning on launching to the world on January 1st. And here's how it goes. Check this out. This is actual returns. All right. So the gain is $438,648. Let me start that over. The gain is 438,000%. 438,000%. The absolute gain, which means if this is the compound gain, all right, but the gain that this particular trader, we have verified this on my FX book and also tested it in our accounts. This is by far the best strategy that I've ever seen. 425% in the last 4 years. Now, why is it so the absolute gain so much smaller than this? Because they didn't always start off with this 1.4. So they've been dollar cost averaging in. This is what they deposited, but they've also withdrawn $975,000 out of this investment. But look at the balance that they're sitting on. $6.5 million right here. All right. Off of a $1.4 million deposits. And they're putting it in. They're putting that money in and month out. Okay. So it wasn't like they just put that 1.4 million in 1 week. They'd be way farther up. They scaled in 100,000 and then another 100,000 and another 100,000. And I talked to them about this strategy. We understand this strategy inside and out. Now, this algorithm that we have access to has been averaging 20% gains per month since 2020. All right. And you can see here. All right. Now, average, guys and gals. So it's not like 20%, 20%. That's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. That's not the that's not the way real investing works. And if somebody tells you, oh, we're going to guarantee you 5%, 1%, 3%, any guarantees in crypto, you're about to lose your money. Facts, period, end of story. But check this out. This was in 2021, 33% gain in February, negative 17% in March, 46% in April, negative 1% in May, 30%, 31% in June, 56% in July, 1.2% in August, 21% in September, 45%, almost 46% in October, negative 0.37% in November, 4% in December. Check this out. And by the way, this strategy has been tested in up and down markets. 2022, the worst year in crypto. You and I have talked about this. Remember, you're like, oh man, some of my crypto went down. Some of my crypto went down as well. I'm not going to lie. All right. But I learned about risk management. You're never going to get the top. It's impossible. I don't care who you are. Not Warren Buffett can't do it. Ray Dalio can't do it. But look at this. 2022, the worst year in crypto. Look at this. January, 12% gain. February, 25% gain. March, 36% gain. April, 20% gain. May, 21% gain. And by the way, June. So for those of you who don't remember, there was an event that happened in April of 2022. It was one of the most catastrophic events called the Terra Luna collapse. Do you remember the Terra Luna collapse?
Yeah.
Okay. The Terra Luna collapse, the market cratered by like 20 to 30%. Okay. This strategy did 20% when the market collapsed. Why? Because they're shorting the market. Their algorithm is so sophisticated. I mean, I was blown away when I saw this. All right. Look at this. Let's go to some other events. In June, this is when Celsius happened. At the end of June, the market collapsed another 20, 30%, a 60% gain. Crazy. And I'm going to tell you what we've done. All right. Because I brought receipts. Check this out. Everybody here probably knows about FTX. Those other ones were like for people who are in crypto. Everybody here knows about FTX. Check this out. November of 2022, I lived this. the market cratered by like 40, 50%. They did a 25% return. 25% return. All right. These guys aren't monkeying around. And here's just the 2023. You can see they had 127% month. That means like if you would have deposited here in February and you deposited $1 million, you'd be up 2.27 or 1.27 million in 1 month. Crazy, right? Look at this. Just this year alone, they've had a 98% month, a 50% month. And by the way, we started investing right here in like the end of July. We're up 70% because this compounded. We just let it compound all the way through to October. 70%. When the market was crashing, by the way, because we had all sorts of things going on. We had Germany selling all of their crypto, dumping their crypto. We had another big crypto release from a hack that happened like back in 2014. They released billions of dollars on the market. People were selling because of that. There was all sorts of things with the government and regulation occurring. I mean, it was a very, very volatile time to the downside. This thing made 50%, 24%. Now we're building this onto the blockchain so that you have custody of it. I can't touch it. It just moves with the algorithm. And then if at any given point in time you went out, you're like, yo, peace out. And Donald Trump is saying, we're not going to charge you tax on it now too. What? I wish I had a mic right now. I'd drop it. I mean, I can't pick this up. It's too big.
You could do this.
Yeah. So, do you want to know if this is real? Don't take our word for it. Listen to our community. Check this out. Check this video out.
I had no idea of how much I could learn and understand how this world goes. It's been amazing, and I'm doing well. I'm in the vault. I invested in 2 other
I love
things,
this.
and I'm doing just fine.
I am amazed at the amount of things that you guys are going through everything this year, or over this last year, and just all the conversations and all the research and all the trying this and trying that, and hey, watch out for it. I'm in such a much better place than I would have been on my own.
You guys are amazing. I'm not the most engaged member because I just have like a family and a bunch of people that like depend on me and a business, but like I really appreciate the way you guys meet people where they are.
But what I'm looking for is a community to be a part of people that I don't have to worry about the information that they're giving me. I don't have to worry about whether or not their hearts are deceitful or whether or not they're trying to take advantage of me. It's one less thing that we have to think about.
I'm just crying tears of joy right now, and just want to just say how much gratitude I have for art, how much I've grown, not just technically, but mentally, spiritually, actually.
It's been phenomenal. Basically, everyone summed up pretty much what's going on. Thank you to Gven and all of the coaches. And I communicate with like a lot of different ARC members all over, like just through text, calls, etc. So it's a real community. We reach out and connect.
Where we could like change things as far as because it's corrupt. It's all corrupt at the top right now. They're not doing nothing for the people. Matter of fact, they're destroying the people. And so it looked like we got some saviors in here.
So you guys heard from some of our students, guys, gals. It's time. It's time for you to change up. There's no better time in human history. We're going to see the biggest wealth transfer ever. Mike flew down here. He didn't even buy a return ticket. He doesn't even know when he's going back right now. And I'll tell you, we're just on some stuff here. We're on some stuff. And like I said, my purpose is to make as many people as much money as I possibly can. And we've designed all of these tools with you in mind, every single one of you, with every risk parameter, Every bad thing that could have possibly happened, we looked at it and we were like, how do we avoid that? How do we avoid this? How do we avoid that? So that you all can participate in this and you don't have to feel like, man, it's too complicated. I can't do that because it's too hard. We made it easy. We made it simple. We're giving you all the tools, the community, the application, the house for the community, so that you can come and learn every single day except for Sundays. Let's take Sundays off. That's what I like. I like to take Sundays off. But anyways, what kind of questions do we have? Ruben, did you see any questions that these fine people might have here? Let's see here. All right. What can I start off doing right now while I get the money together? It's you can literally go. I mean, you can pay monthly if you want. It's much more expensive, but you can start. And then if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade it. Let me give you an example. All right. My wife, when we first met, she was in Russia. She was making $300 a month. $300 a month as a waitress. You don't make a lot of money as a waitress in Russia. All right. She goes, she's listening to me talking and about crypto. She's getting really excited. She's a hustler. And she's like, how can I get involved? And I'm like, I ain't giving you money. I said, go find $100 legitimately. Go find $100 legitimately. She's like, $100? That's like a third of my salary every month. I said, yeah, go find it. Within 2 or 3 days, she came back. She hit up one of her family members, said, hey, I need $100. And some people will be like, well, but that doesn't count. She hit it. She had a family member. Man, get out of here with that shit. It's not like, it's like that one story where the guy's like, the hurricane comes and the flood rises and he's on top of his roof. It's like, God save me, God save me. So the guy with the boat comes and no, I'm waiting for God to save me. And then the guy with the helicopter comes. No, I'm waiting for God to save me, right? All these things. And then all of a sudden he drowns. He dies. He gets up to heaven.
That's great.
And he goes, God, where were you? And he goes, man, I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. I sent you help. Oh, shit. So don't sit there and be like, think outside the box. Then I told her when she got her 100, I told her, go get $1,000 now. It just so happened her dad was a Bitcoin miner. And she goes, and she didn't even know. She goes like, hey, Dad, I heard those computers downstairs. You have Bitcoin miners downstairs? He goes, yeah, because I was teaching this stuff. And she goes, can I borrow $1,000? And she paid him back. Guess what? She turned that 1,000 into 10,000 bucks in the matter of 2 months. 10x, baby, 10x. So don't sit there going, I need to scrape together the money. You're not going to. Go scrape it together now. Don't wait for tomorrow. And I'm not telling, I ain't going to starve from you not having your $500. All right. I promise you that. I'm telling it for you. Because if you ain't going to take action, chances are tomorrow you're going to, okay, well, maybe I can't. Maybe push through the pain. Push through the pain. Let's see. Let's throw up another question up here. Any other questions? What are the fees for the managed account? It's 2.5% management fee and a 17.5% performance fee, which is way lower than the industry average. Okay. Usually it's like 2 or 20. Or 3 or 30. We're way less because we don't have all the overhead. So we don't need to charge that much. And we want to see more of that money in your pockets, straight up. All right. Let's see here. I deeply know crypto. I have obligations. I just don't have the time to trade. Awesome. Guess what? We have the time for you. So, and all you have to do, in my opinion, you could show up to like 1 class per month, which is called Inside the Vault, where you just see what's going on with the vault. What moves did we make? What additional vaults are we launching? Because we're launching various different vaults over the coming years. Is this legit? Casey, come on, man. Is this legit? Get out. I wouldn't be here for many years if it wasn't legit. Yeah, of course it's legit. All right. Mike wouldn't be here if it wasn't legit. All right.
I wouldn't even dignify that question.
Let's see. Malaysian SNR, single-sided liquidity providing DeFi LPing using a V3 DEX. I'm curious. I mean, I don't like doing consolidated liquidity, single-sided liquidity. I'm cool with, but V3 dexes, it's too risky. You've got too much impermanent loss, and I have tested and retested. It's not good. In fact, on my YouTube tomorrow, we're launching a video on this exact issue. I'd rather leverage trade because it gives me that 3x where I would have to earn 300% APR and wait the whole year in order to get that. I'd rather pay somebody a little bit of extra interest in my leverage trade to get access to that capital right away and catch that full upside and not have to worry about impermanent loss. Let's see. Can you use an Ipal Titan cold wallet? I'm not sure. Naeem, that's a great question. I'm not sure, but if you come on board, we can definitely find out for you. We have something called office hours and our coaches can look into that for you, but I'm not sure if we can. What's the best ledger to buy, please? Man, there's a new one. I just bought it. I don't know what it's called, but it has like a screen on it. That's the one I would buy. And it's relatively cheap. It's like a couple $100, but it's really easy to use. Super, super easy. This is an old school one I just have laying around for like a prop. Oh, wait, never mind. It has money in it. Just kidding. No, but the best ledger to buy is one of those touchscreen ones right now, in my opinion. Don't buy these ones. You can still buy these for like $45, but they only hold like 3 crypto blockchains. You can still interact with multiple different cryptos. But like, let's say if you want to go to like the SUI blockchain and you want to add it onto this and you've got Bitcoin and Ethereum on it already, you're not going to be able to add it to here. You'd have to cancel your Ethereum one and then reload it. It's a big pain in the ass. So spend a little bit of the extra money. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Look at this. I bought 100K Injective coins at 195 back in November of 2020, and Injective is at $23 right now. By the way, we called Injective last year in 2023 and we crushed it. So congratulations to Warriors Code. I'm about at 13% APR. Crypto is more than real. Look at this, Warriors Code. Badass. Congratulations, brother or sister. I don't know if you're a female warrior or a male warrior. Okay, common question. How would you define blockchain technology? So blockchain technology is your bank. You don't need a central bank, a bank, or any Visa system to transfer value and interact with each other. You can do it peer-to-peer. And essentially, your bank is like the safety deposit box. And this is the key to open your safety deposit box. That's blockchain technology. And it's just a network of safety deposit boxes that belong to anonymous people. All right. So, I feel bullish. It's legit, y'all, because of Mike. Don't bullshit. Thanks, JT. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Do you already need to have crypto invested, or can we start with nothing? A lot of our students start with nothing. All right. I would say like probably 30% of our students starts from ground zero. They start from fresh, and we have classes that I can get you from 0 to 60 in literally less than a week. We incentivize you. We even enroll you into a raffle if you want to. In order for you to get into DeFi, you could potentially win $500. So yeah, let's see here. 17% it isn't. Oh, whoops. 17% is really not bad for managed account, honestly, compared to Forex prop firms. Man, Forex prop firms, I'll tell you, I got into some Forex prop firms. They're all rigged. They're like, oh, yeah, you can withdraw your money maybe tomorrow. It's always like tomorrow. And then you blow the account. That's it. I don't know. And then you got to pay up front for it. I don't know. I had no luck. Maybe you had luck with that, J-Ron, but I had no luck to get withdrawals. Yeah, there's all these rules. Honestly, I don't even think they're really too legit, to be quite honest. What is the coin between tokens and coins? I mean, there's really not a difference between tokens and coins, to be quite honest with you. They're just the same thing. It's just, reference that we use here. Yeah, Art, look at this. We for those of you who are wondering, we do like earn to learn. All right. And we do giveaways of $3,400 per month to our active members. And that's right now, because as our managed vaults grow, like that could grow to like $100,000 down the line. And we have these really cool incentives using some NFTs for you to get into those raffles. So is liquidity from your blockchain taxed after withdrawals? I'm not a tax person. And to be quite honest with you, I don't really believe in taxes, but you're going to have to talk to your tax person. I have things set up properly for myself to make sure that I'm doing things legitimately and legally according to the IRS code and the Constitution of the United States. We should have on what my homeboy Paymon on one day. I think your students would like him, but he goes into the Constitution and all that stuff. But I have all my stuff legally set up so that I don't have to pay any taxes. That's the way I do it. But you do you. And I do have crypto tax guys. If you want to go down that route, I do have crypto tax guys as well that can help you, but I don't. Okay, let's see here. I want to join. I'm part of a seasoned generation, so I would definitely need some help. Awesome, Stephanie. Click on that link. Let's get you signed up. Let's get you signed up today, and you'll be rocking and rolling within a few days. You watch. Maximum 2 weeks if you're slow. Coins are native to chain, and tokens are built on top of the chains. All right, hey, Warrior Code. Yeah,
Warrior Code's on it.
Warrior Code's on it, man. He's on it. All right, is there a limit to which assets that this platform can be used on? Crypto, CFDs, commodities. You mentioned MyFX book before, which I'm familiar with for Forex, not crypto. Yeah, so there are crypto brokers out there that do allow crypto trades. And this is the one that I showed you at the end here, the managed vault that we're launching. They are on a brokerage which we have verified. And then we're also trading it in our Bybit account. Okay. To make sure that the links the signals are being provided according exactly to how they're being recorded to the brokerage. So that's how we're verifying to make sure somebody didn't just give us some like random MyFX book. And we can tell you it's all linking up. And we are very satisfied with what we're doing. All right. Yeah, Mike's put that on there. Want to learn crypto and DeFi? Learn how to get started today. Guys, don't skip out on this. Let's see. At Warrior Code. So example would be token ETH, and coins would be Peppa and Shiba Inu. That's correct. It's been a while since I remember that, but it's been a while. All right, cool. Any other questions? Going once. How much should we start off with? So James, always start with what you're comfortable with going forward. All right. But I would say this. Let's say, for instance, you have $10,000. All right. I have a saying, don't FOMO slow-mo. All right. Come in slow so you get a feeling for it. And then as you gain more and more confidence, then you can start putting in more and more money. And this is something that we also teach in one of our courses, in our FIRE course, all right, which is if you're going to come in with money, all right, maybe you have $10,000 to invest right now, but you better have some money to put in and month out. That's the way you're going to get there, because you may come in at the top, or you may get lucky like right now, and put a big stack in and not invest, and it can go through the roof. But if you want real generational wealth, you got to be consistent in putting in the time. Like Mike didn't get huge because like he went one time to the gym and like wrecked himself. He goes, how many times do you go to the gym?
5-6 days a week.
5-6 days a week. So he's consistent with it, right? So you've got to be consistent with your investment month in and month out. That's what we've tested.
Like big changes come from very small decisions, consistent small decisions every day. So that's where the big things come from. It's not one thing. It's not one big thing. It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, it doesn't happen like that. It grows over time. Let's see. 3 years in love crypto. Awesome. All right. can't build a castle overnight. Exactly, Aztec 355. You cannot build a castle overnight. Rome wasn't built in one day. Rome wasn't built in one day. All right, guys, gals, I look forward to seeing those of you who signed up in class. We're going to crush it. This is the biggest transformation of wealth. I'm excited to have you all in. I know Mike is excited. He's down here. Maybe we'll do a little bit more content while we're down here for you all. We'll come on again. Other than that, we love you all. We'll see you soon.
Peace. Thank y'all for tapping in.
All right.
Now let's get right. Let's get our money together. Let's go.
Let's do it. Cheers, everybody.